It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
On first down, right back to Hall.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 41 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Completes it to Hardman. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
On third down, here's Hall.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd.
Yeah, looks like they'll move things around here.
33-yard line.
19 tight. 19 tight. 70 ready. 70 ready. Go.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Porter. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down. It's Wheeler, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The Cardinals had 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
And now we'll hook up downfield on 2nd down. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Cardinals have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Rodgers changing the play, it appears.
Rodgers throwing on 1st down. Flush to his right.
Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets are able to move back in front. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
26.
Taken down back at the 42.
Hey, 626. Look at this.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 43. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him. But right now, he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys are able to extend their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right.
Now the ball comes loose. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to rebound.
The Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll set up a throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Pressure comes and down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
A loss of 12 brings up 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked up by DJ. He returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
The 45-yard line.
Get 300! Get 300! 399!
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Kelly! Don't let Kelly!
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
83 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
And the Jets first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Rodgers now to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted.
It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Now Joey Slye for the point after.
And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
2nd and 10.
Throwing is Rodgers. Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Come 19.
To throw again, Williams. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Wheeler, and he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
Here's Hardman to return.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 41-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
You got 58.
Now Hall to start the drive.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
117 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They'll go again with Hall. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Give to Hall running right.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Running left, it's Hall.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. In motion right, that's Hardman.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
2nd down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. 3's all around.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, man, Bronco!
And they'll go on the ground. And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Mecole Hardman.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Jets are able to stretch out their lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Ready, set.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Wheeler. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1. Remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Running for it. Here's Cook. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah. Your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned, he's coming for you.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
The backup Murray, his first throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. First down, here's the run with Cook. A nice little juke. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They'll run on first down. It's Wheeler. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-body guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Deuce. Easy. Easy. 2-2.
Murray going to throw. And it'll be intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now 2nd and 9. Here's Hall again. There he goes, right side. Now look out, Breece Hall. He's to the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Jets are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Chris Blewett set to kick off.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Now Murray sees something. He's going to change it up.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Murray now on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down. Here's Murray.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and it shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall,
28 yards.
and the Jets are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. But you say 3 rushing touchdowns and, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. So no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Ace, Ace.
Cook now off the read option.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They're going option play on 3rd down. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Another Cardinals.
Murray now on first down. And he rifles one incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On second down now, it's Wheeler. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds him and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Now Murray's got to have this one. Looking middle, and that's complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Rodgers throwing here. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.